Hey everyone, Senrai here, and I'm about to watch the Panzer Daikon War, which I assume Daikon that's referring to like the daikon radish, I guess. So I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna get here. I guess farming episode where we like pick the daikon radishes, maybe sword fight with them, I throw them at each other, or maybe even eat them. I don't know, but I'm here to find out. I guess it's only about 10 minutes long, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, this came out around the same time as the Großen Panzer Das Finale 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna watch it before I forget to, because I've done the similar things before. So let's jump on in and see how that goes. The first frame we have is of a train, so presumably our girls are on it. So yeah, let's check it out. So 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, well I guess we're on horses. Never thought I'd see that. Our tank girls are just riding living creatures. This feels so wrong. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. Don't eat the horse, please. Like, it would have been funny if Choco started running as soon as she said that. Because Choco wouldn't know anything about actual chocolate. Yeah, it almost feels like you've been isekai. That's what it feels like. Jane. Cactus Valley. Okay. Okay. We are definitely having a different sort of episode today. How many interestingly named distinctive areas do we have around here? How long is this gonna... How much of an adventure are we gonna go on to find Jane is my question. At least she seems to be bonding with Choco a bit. That's good. This feels so weird. I... Like, I'm seeing it, but my mind doesn't accept it. And yeah, we're just straight up Wild Wild West sort of thing, aren't we? Okay, wow. That I assume is Jane. Man, those shorts though. Wow. I'm gonna remember this character design. Are you busy, shooting guns and riding horses and visiting saloons? A churro. Whips out a churro out of nowhere. Oh, there we go. I knew it was coming. Gunfights. uh, yeah, she's our sheriff, I guess. Oh no! Oh no, you made a mistake now. You made an enemy for life today. That is your finger. You really should face the enemy, Solity. This is. I'm almost waiting for someone just to wake up. She agreed. Buffalo. Excellent camera placement. Quick draw. I mean, this is girls in Panzer, so no one's actually gonna like get shot and die. Like, that's a signal to go. Pooh. Or not. Does that just like catch up or something? Like, okay, okay. Paintball gun, handgun. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, run this girl down. Our deputy Saudi. You caught your red hand and red faced. You can't just get Horse basically grabbing her by the scruff of her neck. Of course, she stole the daikon radishes. Were you hungry? Are you a hungry girl? Iburigako? What's an iburigako? I mean, if you're giving us food, then we have to forgive you. Is that a real word that I should look up in a Japanese dictionary? They wouldn't let me have any daikon, so I resorted to a life of crime. Yeah, it's not good to do that. I guess things resolve themselves. We had fun, no need to apologize. You know, as fun as it seems, the tank is our calling. Also, yeah, student council, I guess, is a thing too. Yeah, our tanks got guns. They don't shoot paintballs either. I mean, there's no other answer that she was ever going to say. That's just how it is. Can you get on the horse again for me real quick before you go? We really have a song with this too. This is so stupid, so great. This whole episode. One thing I can definitely say about Girls in Panzer is that there's really no other show that's similar to it. It's really its own beast. Okay. Okay. The just rides off into the sunset. Sort of. Is she gonna like we're gonna like the bouncing horse, is that what's gonna be? Because you can't ever ride a tank, you know, so yep, it's just chibi horse. This was fun. Buffalo, they gotta be a part of it. Oh wow, yeah, everyone got to join. That's nice. Good to see Choco cooperating. Tumbleweed. That was the Daikon War. Okay, that was und Panzer Daikon War. Yeah, so what do I say about this? I mean, I know I shouldn't really be that surprised. I mean, because und Panzer, it's always had role playing as an aspect, right? You know, whether it's role playing as Russians or British or whatever, right? It's all at the end of the day just role playing for the most part. But or pirates, right? But in the case of the Shark Tank, but still, just I don't know. Riding the horses, just I think because it was a different thing that they rode. I think that's what really gave it that extra sense of difference because you can't ride a horse and a tank at the same time, right? So if you're riding a horse, you're kind of like replacing the tank in a way, right? Like casting it aside. I guess it kind of had that sort of spirit to it, which I guess is why it felt so weird. Like, like almost as the tank at NTR, the tank is just like in the corner crying while the gang rides horses, right? But that's kind of, I think, how I felt about it, somewhat. But yeah, obviously, it's just one episode thing. They're not like abandoning the tanks. It was just a quick, short, silly episode of horse riding. The tanks will be there when we get back to them in the next episode or the next DOS finale part, right? But it just felt weird because of that replacement sort of feeling of it. But anyway, the part itself, man, like it was definitely had a middle of nowhere, like cactuses, rocks, saloon. It's a Wild West sort of thing that we're going for, right? Jane, which it's got to be a reference to that Wild West sort of period, outlaws, sheriffs, and all that stuff. Yeah, pretty great stuff, right? And I knew there was no way they had real bullets in there because und Panzer, people don't die in this show, right? Even though they do technically fire stuff that could kill you if it hit you during the tank battles, right? If any one of those shots hit you your flesh rather than your tank, you'd be dead. But it never happens. I never really expected it to happen anymore. Because I remember early on I was worried about that, but the show wouldn't do that. So yeah, they would never have someone actually get shot, right? So I was starting to get a little bit. So I started to sweat a little bit when we got to the duel segment. I was like, okay, this has to end when somebody gets shot, but they can't get shot because then they would die, right? So there's I didn't even think about paintballs being an option really. Even after someone got shot, I mean, I just thought maybe they had a big old ketchup pack in their pocket was the first thought that came to mind, even though I know that sounds stupid in retrospect. But it was, yeah. I knew they'd find some way to make it not dangerous, but because it's all silly roleplay at the end of the day, more or less. So, but man, that poor churro. Man, really shouldn't have done that. But yeah, Jane's really pulled it. They really had that outfit, right? And most of the characters we do see in the typical school uniform, but what Jane was wearing was definitely very far removed from that. Definitely. Also, I think she showed the most cleavage of any character in the show. I think she might be one of the most stacked characters in the show too, which makes sense, considering the kind of character she's trying to portray here. But I don't know. She might be the biggest, or at least top 3. Definitely top 3 for sure in that regard. But everything got resolved, right? We won the duel. We got to the bottom of the Daikon mystery and just kind of said, "Bad, don't do crimes. We'll work everything out," and everything just kind of worked out, I guess. But yeah, this was an experience. I'm going to remember this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to remember this episode for a while. I wish it was longer. Like, it almost felt like a rushed episode, right? Like, I don't know, maybe they felt like if they stretched it out to 20 minutes, it would have been too stretched out, but I feel like maybe 15 minutes would have been a good sweet spot. I don't know. But what we got here is good, so I'm not gonna complain or anything. It just felt like it went too quickly, is all I'm trying to say. But girls and Panzer girls riding horses. Never thought I would get that, and yet here we are. So, yeah, now that's all there really is, I think, currently. So, just gotta wait for Girls und Panzer Das Finale Part 4, I think, is our next thing to do. So, until then, bye-bye.